All right, what's up, you guys? Phase 2 of the Epic Glock build. I finally got the slide back from P80. P80 and Zephyria Precision, I've just found out, are pretty much the same company, under the same umbrella company. So the cuts are very similar. The finish is very similar. Very high quality stuff, and I can't wait to try this new one. This is kind of a shorty upper, and this is my long slide upper. The new thing about this is we have a different kind of compensator. This is the Wasatch Arms compensator, fixes on the frame, and it also has an attachable gas pedal. I like how the thumb rest gas pedal is adjustable, so you can flip this portion either up or down and make it higher or lower. I like mine higher. And then you can also slide it forward and back to see how far forward or how far back that you want that thumb rest to be. So yeah, stoked to try this, and I'm going to compare it to the Strike Industries compensator. You can see the Strike Industries compensator is a little smaller. It actually mounts to the guide rod, not to the frame. So it's kind of similar to the Beretta SGS compensator in that the guide rod is what holds it. This fixes right to the rail, and it has a bottom rail mount that it emulates the railing that is on the frame already. So if you want to put a light, you can still attach something, even though this mounts on the rail as well. This P80 upper is pretty cool. It's ported on top, so we're going to be dealing with a ported barrel and also a frame mounted compensator. So we'll see how that affects muzzle flip and whatnot. We have a nice Springer Precision racker, and I just love this thing. Super easy. So I'm going to be using these on almost all my slides for this Glock build with different uppers. Other than that, we have a DPM recoil system. It's nice because it emulates what the Gen 4 guide rod does, which has a dual spring system, but because you can't use those Gen 4 guide rods in Gen 1 through 3, the DPM system is nice, and it's usable for Gens 1, 2, and 3. So you can use the DPM system on any of those previous gens. So let's check out the other upper right now. All right, here's the Mass Driver compensator by Strike Industries, and the difference with the Wasatch Arms is it mounts via the guide rod, and it's a little more difficult to put on. You have to be really careful you do it correctly, or you can get all binded up and stuff. The advantage of this is it leaves the stock rail open on the frame, so I can put my SJC Customs mount back on there, which is cool. It's a little smaller, feels a little lighter, but with the SJC weight, it feels really balanced. So that's what I like about this. So I thought of another advantage of the Strike Industries Mass Driver comp. Because it fixes onto the slide, you can just swap uppers. It's a lot easier. The Wasatch Arms, you really have to unmount the whole thing. It locks onto the bottom, and then it slides off. So even though I really like the aesthetic look of this and it feels a bit heavier than just the Mass Driver comp, the Mass Driver comp allows you to mount the weights onto your frame, so it actually makes up for that. And I like the ability to just easily swap uppers, so I can put this upper back on, which is my crazy gargantuan long slide upper, 9-inch barrel, and some barrel weight at the end. So let's go try this out, see how it shoots. All right, here's some range footage, and up first we have the Mass Driver compensator from Strike Industries. It has a lot of pros. First of all, it doesn't mount on the frame, so you can slip the upper on and off. You can swap uppers very easily. Then you have the frame available for frame weights or whatever you want to add. So that's nice. It does feel like it's having some effect on the muzzle flip. Even though I'm shooting a ported barrel, I'm shooting some pretty hot loads that cycle all my open pistols, my 2011s, my CZs, and my 10 folio. So it's not flipping that harshly. It's actually pretty nice. What else? Yeah, it has a little bit of flash. If that's something that you like, not crazy amount of flash like the Wasatch Arms, but you can see it's lighting up pretty nice. I bet when you shoot this at night, it gets pretty flashy. What else? Yeah, I mean, this is the Wasatch Arms. So the Wasatch Arms looks cool. I like the way it mounts onto the frame. But that's about as far as the pros go, because it is kind of more tedious having to remove it from the frame when you want to take down your pistol. And the muzzle flip, I don't think it works as well as the Strike Industries Mass Driver. There's a bit more muzzle flip. Okay, at the end now we have this long barrel, long slide. It's a 9-inch barrel. It's 6-inch long. So I'm still tuning it, so it's not ready yet.